Saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up yet.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew to Thompson on the screen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 36, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
5-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, Armstead. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They run. Robinson. And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. But we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Score Jaguars 7, Bills 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Bills nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Bill.
How about this? throw right here. Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a run with Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Jared Wilson.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Try and run for this with Singletary. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They try to swing it on left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Jackson. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Complete to number 11.
Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Minshew sets to throw. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
At the 42-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Butler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
At the 43-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
51 tonight. Here we go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down. It's Robinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. The 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's up and good.
Jaguars 17. Bills 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come come to the line to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again. Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. They'll run here with Singletary. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Falcons for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson finding Knox there, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They will run with Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have tied the game here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it with Armstead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He made the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 58, orbit. 51's the Mike, 51's the Mike.
Here's Minshew. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And it's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Pardon, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go right back to Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Pick up on the play.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.